side note guys, I'm gonna leave down below a little menu for the time scales of each ride, so if you're looking for a ride in particular, it'll be down there. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in this week's video I'm going to be sharing with you another theme park review video. So yet again we're on with the Disney theme parks. As you can tell, I've got my Mickey Mouse ears on, and today we are going to be talking about the rides in Epcot. Now these aren't strictly rides, but I'm going to call them all rides even though they're not all rides. Evidently the first one isn't a ride. We're going to jump right into it. It is the Short Film Festival. I have to say, jumping into this when I first got on it or into the building, and I watched a 15-minute intro and it just never stopped, and they didn't tell you that it was going to be 15 minutes, so you just sat there watching loads of different clips for 15 minutes and you're like, is this really it? But then they take you into another screen and they show you three 4D films, and oh my god, they were incredible. They cut the first bit out. I know it's like an intro, but honestly it's so amazing. I'd love to like experience those again. Only thing for me is I don't know if, well, I probably could stand watching it again because it's only 15 minutes, but it's just such, it's like the longest 15 minutes of your life. Like, it is interesting. It's like shows the history of like Disney animation in brief terms anyway. But yeah, films are really good quality. They just make you feel like what you're seeing is actually real. Yeah. So I've given that a 6 out of 10. And then next, moving on to the Finding Nemo ride. This was a very different ride really. It was a bit like the Haunted Mansion without any drops. It just goes round really slowly and it's got little animations at the side, and then you don't realise it until after the ride. Part of the ride you're in a fish tank, like an actual fish tank. Like you go out and you go upstairs and they've got like an aquarium, and then you look in this massive tank and you can see the rides going. So you literally like, you see Nemo and you see physical Nemos. But yeah, that were, well, I don't think they're actual Nemos, but you get to see some anyway, and that were really good. Next, moving on to Project Tomorrow. Oh yeah, I remember what that is now. That were really good, yeah. So basically it's in the Epcot golf ball, big golf ball thing. I don't know if this is a temporary ride, can't say that word, but it's sponsored by Siemens, I believe, and I don't even know why we went in it, because basically I think with this might have been the first ride I went to in Epcot. I remember the first time I ever went to Epcot, I knew there was a ride in there, but I didn't think there were rides anywhere else. I thought it was just strictly restaurants and everything, so I kept thinking to myself, this, I mean, I know it's nice and everything, it's got like different cultures, but it's not really Disney. But then I went back like a few days later and I actually went to the ride and it was really good. So Project Tomorrow, you go in and it's like a little, again it's like a little, go on a little tour. It shows you the history of how we've evolved really, and it just shows different time periods, going back, way back. I believe caveman days, I think it was. I don't know, I can't remember that far back because obviously that would have been the first part of the ride and I can't really remember it that much. But I know they had like Romans and Egyptians and the Victorian times and everything like that. Really good. And then this is really funny. I don't know if you remember back to my vlogs, if you watch my vlogs. It takes a picture of you without, I don't even think you realise it takes a picture of you, but then like you're in your carriage and there's a screen and you pop up as these little characters but they've got your face, so you just, it's hilarious. And then you finish the ride and you go into this big hall and your pictures pop up again on the big screen with everyone else's, but it's so funny. Yeah, it were really good. And then they've got like arcade, well it's not really arcade, but they've got like different technology games and stuff that aren't games that are just really interesting. Anyway, yeah, really good. And I've given that an 8 out of 10. We next have Mission Space. Oh my god, if you've been to Disney, if you've been on this ride, you'll know that there's so many mixed reviews because this ride is so intense. I don't know why I was terrified of the Tower of Terror, because this ride gets so much worse reviews in the sense that people feel physically sick after going on it. There's bath bags in your little booth in front of you just in case, because like literally it's really, really intense. It's just like, do you get 3D glasses? Yeah, you get 3D glasses and you sat in this thing and it's like a, you know, I've forgotten what they're called, but then booths that are like, it's on like a crane and it swings you about everywhere. Basically, I didn't realise this, but you're constantly spinning, but you don't realise it obviously because I didn't even know. I know that you're tilted back, but you are constantly spinning, and then like you're in the rocket and it launches. It's a bit like when you're at the Kennedy Space Center, but 10 times worse. Like seriously, it's so bad. Like Kennedy Space Center is nothing compared to this. I read a comment on YouTube that said the mission space is scientifically proven to be worse than an actual space launch. If you don't really get travel sick, I would highly recommend this ride because I loved it. I don't think I could continuously go on it because I think I would actually be sick. It is incredible and I have given it a 9 out of 10 just because it was a tiny bit intense for me. Like, but then again, I absolutely loved it. It was just a tiny bit off the scale, but yeah, it was really good. And next up we have Soarin. Again, another ride that I absolutely adored. I've given this one an 8 out of 10. It's again on one of the little simulators on a crane and it takes you around everywhere. This one is not like intense at all. There's a big row and then the big screen, a bit like the Flight of Passage Avatar ride. Like the screen kind of hooks round. It's like an oval screen, you know, like them TVs that make you feel like you're in the zone. Like one of them. It takes you through different parts of the world. Apparently it used to be just California, but now it takes you in different parts of the world. You get scents and like wind coming at you, or if it's hot the room gets really warm, so it's really like a 4D experience, but it's just so breathtaking. It really is. Like some of the views, you don't understand how they can process that from reality to technology. It's unbelievable. My favourite, it was a bit hilarious really. They took you to Paris and because the screen was tilted, the Eiffel Tower was like that, like just bent. Yeah, that was a bit funny, but everything else was so realistic. It was really good. Next up we have Test Track. This is the last ride of this video and this again was a brilliant ride. Oh my god, I couldn't believe it. I did not expect, I'm not going to spoil it for you, right, but the last 5 seconds of the ride you're just like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like, because it slides you around and you're like, really like a test track. You're testing the car and you're testing the weather conditions and everything. You get to make your own car. My mum and dad made a right beast. I can't remember what mine and Aaron's were like, but yeah, theirs were really good. Yeah, I think you get like a minute and a half or even a minute to make your own car. I don't even know where that part comes in because obviously the carriages are made up on their own. But yeah, really unbelievable ride. I absolutely loved it and one of the best in Epcot. So yeah guys, so that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about Epcot, feel free to leave them down below. I'll try my best to answer them. For me, Epcot, primarily, the highlight of Epcot is the food and obviously the culture and everything. So definitely check that out. It's a really good place. We didn't actually go around all of it, which I'm a bit disappointed about. I would have loved to have gone around the whole of the river lake, don't know. I don't even know if you can, but it looked like you can. But we just got as far as France, I think, or Morocco. Yeah, Morocco, and then we turned back again. We didn't really go any further, but I would have loved to have gone. So guys, that is it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one. Bye.